Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Madam Stefan. I'm a YouTuber based in Abuja, Nigeria. I'll be showing you guys how I went from looking basic to a certified birdie. I started off using my Davis eyebrow pencil to draw a straight line from my brow bone, and I connected the line from the upper part of my brow to the tip of the brow. So I went into my brow to fill in my spouse brow. You can notice I don't really have a full eyebrow. So with the Davis pencil, I was able to fill in the brow by drawing hair-like strokes inside the brow. I did my other brow off camera. Then this is the finished look. So I went into my brows using my Davis pencil to fill in the front part of my brow to make it look natural. Then I use a spoolie to brush off the brow. The concealer pencil I'm using is from Hush Beauty, and I'm using the LA Gale concealer in Frown to conceal my eyebrow. They make it easier as they are lightweight and easy to conceal. Using a blending brush, I went to the concealer and I blended out the concealer to make it look even. So I'll be making use of the Adventure 54 color eyeshadow palette, and I'll be using the shade 53 as my transition shade. So I did not realize I did my darker shade off camera. Then I went into my Blossom USA 30 color eyeshadow palette, and I used the shimmer color. I used the Mox shade. And I decided to go into the palette and use the Desert Sand shade just to make the eye look brighter. Then I decided to go back to my brown shade that I used after I used my translucent color to blend out the transition between the shimmer and the matte eyeshadow. So I use the foundation that is like 2 shades darker than me to contour my face. I think it's 1 shade darker than me to contour my face. I use it for my forehead and my cheekbone, just to get my face look warmer. Oh, it's a foundation from Fitme. It's a Fitme foundation in shade 355. I use it for my forehead and my cheekbone to contour my face. So I went into my concealer, my Elegel Pro Concealer in shade Frown to conceal my eyes, my under eyes. I use it to conceal both sides of my under eyes. So I use the concealer to highlight my cupid bow and my chin using the same concealer. I also used it to conceal my nose and my forehead too. Using the same concealer I used for both my under eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. I use them to highlight those places with the higher points of my face. Used a blush from Spice Cosmetic. It's actually their lip palette, but I love using it as blush instead because they are really pigmented. So I went ahead to blend my blush with my highlighter using the blending sponge. So I decided to blend in my concealer using a tapping motion. I started from the outer part before I went into the inner corners of my eyes to blend the concealer. So I decided to blend my chin, my cupid bow, and my forehead. I went back into my forehead to make sure that I blend out every harsh line between my concealer and my contour. So I added a little bit of foundation under my cheekbone to just blend the whole contour. To set underneath my eye, I made use of the Mirac setting powder. Setting powder in shade Cinnamon, actually the translucent shade. I really like this setting powder. It makes it easy for me to, set my face, and I can use it to bake my face too without looking like a masquerade. I used the veebeauty powder palette in shade Maroon to set my whole face and dust off the excess powder palette. I went into the Ezekiel Cosmetic Contour palette in the shade Cappuccino and Golden Bronze. I mixed the two shades to bronze my face, my forehead, and my cheekbone just to keep warmth, and my nose too, just a little bit. Then I went ahead to dust off the excess powder from highlighting the under eyes, my chin, my nose, and my forehead. Using the shade Golden Bronze, I used it to, contour my nose, just do a little bit of nose contour. I used the Mirac eyeliner in the shade Charcoal to line my waterline, just to give the eye a little bit of pop. Then I went ahead to use a brush to smoke that look. I used the Kiss Beauty setting spray to spray my face, and then I went ahead to do reverse contour on my cheek and my nose. I used the Motek Beauty concealer to line my lip. I love their shade. I love using this shade for my lip liner. It just makes my lip look better compared to using the normal pencil. I used the CPD blush palette to add some color to my face, just a little bit of pop. Using the Spice Cosmetic lip palette, I went ahead to add a pinkish shade to my lip. I was trying to form an ombre shade. For my highlighter, I went to the Tehila Cosmetic highlighter palette to highlight my face. It just makes my face look better. It's not too bright, it's not too dull. It's just the perfect highlighter you can ever have. It has different colors inside the palette, and I just love them. And this is the finished look. Please do like, subscribe, and share. You can comment what you think I should have done better, or what you think I can do to make my video more lively and more engaging. Thank you. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you.